Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Invin and today I wanted to bring you guys a video on how you can level up fast in New World. Now a couple of really important points before we get into today's video are going to be that I have played previews, I have played betas, and I have played obviously open and closed beta on top of that, which I've spent a lot of time in leveling up, etc, etc, etc. So a lot of you guys that are watching this, particularly if you're only playing for the second or third time through, even if you did both of the betas, I've done several preview versions of the game as well. So if you are just playing this through for one of your first times or properly for the first time, then absolutely just go whichever pace you want, enjoy the game the best you can, and don't focus on solely leveling. There is much more to the game than just that. Now that being said, a lot of people get to around the level 20 mark early doors and wonder how they can get XP. This is simply because the game kind of caters you towards quite a lot of XP early doors, particularly through the main quest. You power straight up those first few levels, and then you get to around level 22, 23, and it says, okay, good job with the main story, now wait until level 30. So once people get to this point, they're kind of looking what they should be doing. So this video is aiming to kind of combat that and show you guys what you can actually be doing in order to make the most XP possible. Now, there's a few things that I like to do. I'll just show you guys on this fast travel point here what I like to do on the map. So as you can see here, we have one quest ready for turning at Cutlass Keys. This is where the main story's brought me right now. I've also got a quest just next to it to turn in, but as you can see, I've got one quest right down here, which I'll probably ignore for now picking up, because it's quite far out of the way. But if I head up this way, I can grab 1, 2, 3, and complete another 2 quests on my way back to town versus just fast traveling. Now, this will mean that I can maximize the XP that I gain through that. Also, I'll be able to hand in those ones when I get back to the town, so that'll be 3 to hand in. On top of that, I've also got town board quests active, so if I click J to go into my journal and show you guys this one, I've got the main story, I've got 19 side quests, 4 faction missions, and 38 town projects. Now, that might seem like a lot to some people, particularly those of you that are newer to the game, but there's a reason for it. If I scroll out on the map, I'll show you guys kind of what's going on here. You guys can see the big spread, so I've got quite a few in Cutlass, like I said there. A couple in First Light that I could do, or I could abandon now because I've kind of out-leveled them, but the option is still there for those ones. Plenty to do in Windswood, plenty to do in Everfold. 3 kind of, I think they're all for the same quest, and I think those are all for the same quest, but the idea is still there. A couple in Monarchs with stuff to hand in there. Requarter is our place, so Invination, that's my crew. We own Requarter, so I've got all of the town board quests from there, which I'm completing as I'm going throughout the game, particularly since it's such a high level zone, which no one can really do quests in yet. Then you've got Weaver's Fen, where I've got hand-ins, and I've got active side quests to be doing there as well, because I'm going to be going back up here. And, of course, Brightwood, because when you get to this point of the main quest from Cutlass, it wants you to go, as you can see, all the way back up here to the Sky Fort up here. So we have to go right all the way back up into Brightwood, which means I've got 4 quests ready to turn in there, which is amazing. And I've got a quest available and a couple that I can do on the map there. So essentially what you want to be doing is kind of maximizing your journey time, maximizing your time in the game by doing side quests, faction missions, and more importantly, town board quests as you are going along, because that increases your gathering rate, which obviously you get more XP for. You get XP for handing these in, particularly if you have to craft something like, you know, refined materials, for example, or indeed the iron ornaments and such like that. That gets your weapon crafting or armor crafting up respectively, depending on what it's asking you to make. And that basically makes your XP go up by a dramatic amount. Another thing that you can do, some people do like doing this, some people don't, and that's actually going to be to PvP flag. Now, for me personally, I have found on my server there's quite a lot of PvP flag players, so this sometimes hinders progress. So as you can see right now, I'm not flagged for PvP, I'm just running around doing quests, and that is simply because I can just get on with them quicker without any interruptions. So for me, it works out faster because we've got quite a heavy focus on PvP on the server that I'm on, just by pure chance. Now, some servers will be less focused on this, so you'll be able to run PvP and probably just kind of go about your business without getting too many people jumping on you. And other servers will be ridiculous like mine, where everyone will jump on you the second you flag. So kind of take it as you go with the servers there. Or if you want to have a bit of fun, if I want to have a bit of fun, I turn this on quest and I'll fight people as I'm going along. Sometimes I get a huge XP boost from actually getting those kills, sometimes not so much. So it's kind of a gamble, but it can be very, very good as well if that's something that you are interested in. Essentially, when you're going along, in order to level up the best you can possibly do, especially when you get back on the main quest like I am now, is kind of go to the zones and complete as many side quests as possible. And whilst you're doing the side quests, obviously that's fairly self-explanatory, they give you the second most XP in the game after the main story. What you want to be doing is making sure that you've then got all the faction missions active in the zone that you're in. So right now I don't have any active from Cutlass, so I could be losing out on a fair bit of XP, particularly just by getting the PvE ones. It sets you off for extra things that you can do along the way, particularly when a lot of them are in the same areas as the side side quests or any of the other town board missions you're doing. And also with the town board missions, a lot of people tend to skip the go to a certain place and collect an item type thing, but certainly pick them all up, check your map, see if any are in the similar area to where you're already going, and if they are, you may as well do them while you're going down there, otherwise you're missing out on that extra XP. Now, some of the hunt ones, as you guys will know, can be quite tedious and often don't give that much XP, but some of them can be really good, again, particularly if you're going to get one like for Reekwater. I have some rabbits to kill, so I'm just doing it as I'm going around, and gradually I will end up building that up and getting that quest to complete whenever I do end up going back to Reekwater, which we actually earn. Essentially, what you want to be doing is just making sure that you get as much XP in as quick a time as possible, and the way to do this, like I said, is by collecting lots and lots of different quests, lots of ones that you can do in any area from the town board, and also making sure that you've got all of the faction quests active, because that will allow you to cycle through them and do all your side quests as you're going along too. Now, another really good way to get a lot of XP in New World, if you are able to do so, obviously it depends on your company and kind of like the server you're on, who wants to pick what, but the wars are actually a very decent amount of XP. And obviously on top of that, they're actually a lot of fun as well, which is kind of like your main purpose of doing it, is actually to have fun with it. But they are a very good source of XP. You can get some nice weapon drops from them, and it's a very different feel to the rest of the game, so it's certainly worth trying out if you haven't done so already. If there is wars going on your server and you're going to be on at the time, definitely sign up for them and give them a go, because I guarantee you will enjoy doing that. Now, further to this, the elite zones that are jotted around the map at several different places are really, really good for weapon XP, but are also very, very decent for player XP too, which is a very nice thing you can do, because you can go here with a pretty big group. You can go 5 players if you're in the right level, or you can go 10, 50, maybe even 20 players if you're kind of under-leveled or around about the same level, but you just want to do a super, super fast clear. Now, to be honest, 15 or 20 kind of makes it a little bit annoying to get XP, because obviously you've got to split up into different groups, and therefore your overall XP that you personally get might be affected a little bit. So my favourite number is to do 5 or 10 group to go around these elite zones, and that gives you a huge amount of weapon XP, and on top of that, like I said, they're a very nice amount of player XP, and also a very decent amount of drops, which is always good, as that does help you, you know, to kind of get some potions, some consumables, that kind of thing, and also some weapons and armor, particularly when you get up to like level 20, you'll start getting tier 3 drops from it, level 40 to get those tier 4 drops, and then obviously level 60 where you'll start seeing those tier 5 drops. So it is a very nice way to get some extra items as well. Also, don't forget about your expeditions. Your expeditions are really, really good for XP, particularly going through Amrine Temple. When you're a good level for it, you can do this pretty quickly, 15 to 20 minutes per run, if you have a good group who knows what they're doing, and this can be fairly self-explanatory to get through, but just go for the Bones of Barchamedes quest every time. Bear in mind, they have changed it now, so you can't do multiple runs in one. You do need all 5 ogre kills, so you get 5 bones per quest, but that is 4,500 XP per run that you do, on top of all the mobs that you're killing inside there, so weapon XP and total player XP as well, which actually makes this out to be quite a nice run, particularly, like I said there, when you do manage to get them down to a quick run, you get quite a lot of XP fairly quickly, so this is certainly something that is very, very good. So basically, to summarize how you're going to level up the quickest in New World, it's essentially going to be having the most fun. Gathering, crafting, refining are all really good ways to do it. PvP is a good way to level up, PvE is a good way to level up. Essentially, what I'm trying to tell you guys is the main story is by far and away your best option, followed by the side quests in terms of raw XP. But if you're having fun with it and you're enjoying what you're doing, that is going to be the fastest way, because you're going to get better and better and better at what you're enjoying, and of course you're going to be able to do the most stuff possible. Now, like I said there, you just want to put yourself in a position where you're winning in as many different ways as physically possible. So piling up those quests where you're getting town board quests done, you're getting main story quests, side quests, faction quests, all done at the same time when you are doing the open world side of things. That's going to be your most effective method by a long shot, so make sure you are staying on top of that, particularly when you want to catch up on levels. But other than that, just going about your daily business in New World and enjoying it is going to be the main thing. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's video, found it useful and informative. If you have, be sure to leave a like on the video down below, as it really does help me out. And if you are new here to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We'd love to have you here as part of the channel community. We're uploading New World videos every single day. I've got tons and tons of really cool content to bring you guys, so make sure you stay tuned with the notification bell on for that so you don't miss out. Like I mentioned at the start of today's video, I will be going live on Twitch a few hours after this video is posted, so make sure you click on the link either in the description or in the comments and go and follow me over there. I'd love to see some of you guys over there, have a little chat, see how we're doing, and obviously if you do want to follow along with some of these leveling tips, that's going to be a good place to see them in action. Other than that, if you want to join the Discord community, the link for that will also be in the description and in the comments, so you can find a group of players talking all things New World. And of course, we have the join option for memberships if you would like to support me directly as a content creator here on YouTube as well. Just below today's video, so you can click on that one and see what options we have available for you. Other than that, as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. Take care and peace.